In this video, we're going to talk about administrative processing, why it's happening, how long does it take, and how you can check on the status of your case if you also get pulled into administrative processing. So if you have an interest in this topic, I'll see you on the other side. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. This is a place we get the most up-to-date immigration information, immigration news, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help clients in all 50 states and all over the world. And in this video, we'll talk about a topic that is very, very common to many of our clients, many people that watch our YouTube channel, and this is administrative processing. Why was my case refused under administrative processing? How long is it going to take? And what can you do to check the status of your application? I'm going to talk about all this in this video, so make sure you stay all the way until the end. Before we do that, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. And also, if you need my assistance with any of your immigration matters, text me right here, 619-483-4549. I'm here to assist you. So you apply for your visa, you wait all this time, you get to the interview, and the consular officer temporarily refuses your visa under Section 221G, administrative processing. Why does it happen, and why does it happen to you? There are many reasons for this to happen. One common reason for this is security advisory opinions. So administrative processing may involve a security advisory opinion where the State Department is requesting more investigation about an applicant because they're worried the applicant may possess risk to the United States. There are different kinds of security advisory opinion requests. There's one that is called Condor Security Advisory Opinion. That one involves national security concerns, including one that they suspect that the applicant may engage in terrorist activities. Another one is called Mantis Security Advisory Opinion, when they suspect that the applicant has access to sensitive technology information and the unlawful exportation of technology. That suspicion can also pull your case for administrative processing. Consular officers will never tell you that your case has been referred for security advisory opinion because they're not allowed to do so. There are other types of administrative processing. For example, when the consular officer decided to perform an investigation on the applicant to check for potential fraud. For example, to check if the marriage is real, if it's a marriage application, to check if documents are authentic, if somebody is claiming that to be a parent of a child, validity of marriage documents. Other examples involve authenticity of work or education documents when applicants are applying for green cards based on employment verification, for example. So whenever there's a suspicion like that, they will pull your case for admin processing and you have to wait. Another reason we've seen is applicants that have a history of arrests and convictions in the past, and the consular officer need more time to verify whether the applicant actually qualifies to immigrate to the United States. We've seen cases where an interview was concluded, everything was okay, but the consular officer needs more time to review the case, potentially with a supervisor, maybe get another opinion from their team to make sure that they can approve the visa application before they can actually issue that visa. So in those cases, your case will also be pulled for admin processing and you have to wait. Remember, it's always good to have another visa in your passport, either a visitor visa or a student visa or work visa. If you're applying for a non-immigrant visa and in the process of applying for that kind of visa, you're pulled into admin processing, most of the time you should be able to use your other visa to enter the United States, but in some cases, they may not allow you to do so, and they may revoke your other visas. It really depends, again, on the reason why they pulled your case for admin processing, but in most cases, you should still be able to travel to the United States if you have another visa that wasn't canceled by the consular officer. So the biggest question we get asked all the time by our clients and viewers of this channel is, how long does it take for admin processing to go through? The general answer is that the State Department doesn't provide on their website any processing times for admin processing cases. But what we know by regulations is that it should take about 180 days for them to work on your case, and you shouldn't make any inquiries before that time. Well, what we say you shouldn't make any inquiries, if you do before the 180 days period, the Department of State may not respond to you at all, or if they do respond, they can say that they're still working on your case and it's still within reasonable processing times. So right now, with all the backlogs they have, with everything that happened after COVID, 180 days is still a reasonable time to go through the admin processing procedures. If after 180 days you have no information, you get no news from the State Department, you need to start periodically inquiring on your case until you get some sort of status as to what's happening with your case. Typically, what we do in our office, whenever some of our clients get pulled into admin processing, we file the first inquiry with the Department of State after 90 days. And it's just a gentle inquiry just to make sure that if the case is still processing, they need more information. We may get a response, we may not get a response, but it's just good to establish a communication. And after that, we'll wait until at least the 180 days if that processing is not completed. Now remember, there are cases that go into admin processing that are resolved before the 180 days. The 180 days is the maximum time that you should wait before you take in further actions that I'll explain to you in the video in a few minutes. But I would suggest that if your case is pulled into admin processing, if nothing is resolved in the first 90 days, then you know that you have to wait a little bit longer, but definitely not more than 180 days. At that point, you really have to be aggressive with your case to make sure that they're doing something, because otherwise, if you're not going to follow up on your file, they may sit there forever and you're just going to be waiting for your visa, and there's no end to this process. Typically, the way you're going to check on your admin processing file is by logging into the CEAC portal, the Consular Electronic Application Center, where you submitted your documents, and through that portal, you should be able to make an inquiry on your case and follow up on the status of your admin processing file. Remember, when you log in the system, it's going to show that your case is refused. All it means is that they're being processing and your case is still pending in the admin processing system. But in the CAC portal, it's going to show that your application is refused. Again, don't be alarmed with that. It's normal. This is how they show it while the case is still pending. So what do you do if after the time passed, you waited a reasonable amount of time? As I said, 120 days to 180 days, nothing is going on in your case. What do? You should take some serious action. The first thing you can do is you can escalate the inquiry to a senior officer at the consular post where your case is being reviewed. The second thing you can do is you can contact the State Department's visa office and file an inquiry there to find out what's happening with your file. Sometimes, if there are extreme circumstances, you can request the admin processing to be expedited, but it's very difficult to accomplish that. You can also file a congressional inquiry to use a member of Congress in your state to see if they can find out what's happening with your case, and maybe sometimes they can help you get your case out of admin processing. We've done a video in the past couple of weeks about how to file a congressional inquiry. The link to that video is in the description of this video, so make sure you go there and check it out. Sometimes when the cases are seriously delayed, we file a second visa application. It is possible. It's not always possible in every case, but in some cases you can do that. And while the admin processing is taking forever and nothing is able to resolve it, you're able to proceed with a second visa case and able to get back to an interview and get a second chance. Now again, it's not always advisable to do so, but in some cases it could be a good strategy. And finally, if all fails, we file a mandamus, a lawsuit against the government to force them to act to get the case out of admin processing and adjudicate and process your visa. Again, it's working. It really depends on what cases you need to do so. And again, if your case is stuck, if you tried everything you can and you haven't considered filing a lawsuit, a mandamus, it could be a good time to do so. Once again, if you're watching this video, you can text me at 619-483-4549 and we'll help you file that lawsuit as well. Essentially, what the mandamus lawsuit is going to do, it's going to compel the visa officer to perform their duties and adjudicate your visa if all goes well. If you qualify, they should do it, and they shouldn't delay, and they shouldn't put your case in admin processing forever. So, hopefully this information was helpful. Now you understand why your case was pulled to admin processing. Now you understand what you can do and how to inquire. And if all fails, we file the lawsuit. It's working, it's effective, and if you've been waiting for too long, it's time to do so. Well, once again, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. And if you need my help, you know where to find me, 619-483-4549. I'm here for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.